own company, and he made the bumper stickers for you guys. Obama's right, we do need change. Vote Mitt Romney 2012.
That's cute.
Her brother, the entrepreneur.
He didn't do that.
Let's see. Can we run a microphone in there, one way or the other? There we go. Here comes the microphone. What does that say? New Hampshire voter free or die.
First, I'd like to thank you both for coming to my wonderful campus, my beautiful campus. As a junior here, I'm lucky to say that I'm taking out my first loan, but I've been faced with the reality of how much debt I'm going to have after graduating here, and then eventually law school. So my question to you is, what are you going to do to help the students of this campus, this state, and this wonderful country with their debt, and what are you going to do to help my generation become this country's future?
Absolutely. I'm glad you raised that, because there's some loans that have been taken out for you you don't know about. And I want that also to be on your list. Because every time you get a paycheck after you graduate, if you're going to be an attorney, you're going to get your paycheck from the firm. You're going to see a line in there, which is money going to the federal government. Not just payroll taxes, but also income taxes. And that's going to be paying for the debts you didn't know you took on. And those come first, by the way. They come after you for that very first fund money you get. And it's a huge number. I just told you it's over $500,000 per household. You'll be paying the interest and the principal on that all of your life. So the first thing I'm going to do for you is make sure we don't keep on adding more and more and more debt that you don't even know about. That's number one. Number two, the next thing I'm going to do for you is make sure that when you graduate, you can get a job. Half the kids coming out of college this year, half can't find a job, or a job that's consistent with a college degree. It's unacceptable. We have to make sure young people coming into the workforce can get a job. I think it was Dick Armey the other day who practiced a little humor. He said it used to be in America that the American dream was owning your own home. Now it's getting your kids out of the home you own. I want to make sure that you're able to get a home of your own, that you can have a good job, that you can start paying back the debt. Now, I know it's very tempting as a politician to go out and say, you know what, I'll just give you some money. I'll just take the government's just going to give you some money and pay back your loans for you. I'm not going to tell you something that's not the truth, because you know what? That's just taking money from your other pocket and giving it to the other pocket. I want to make sure that I'm not going to go out and promise all sorts of free stuff that I know you're going to end up paying for. What I want to do is give you a great job so you'll be able to pay it back yourself. And I want to get the government off your back so you can keep more of what you earn. Thanks so much.
I'll tell you one other thing. When President Obama talks about this issue, he makes all these promises. He shows us a budget where he's going to increase all these Pell Grants, then he cuts off the funding in 2 years. It's called a budget gimmick. Empty promises. We have to go at tuition inflation as well. Tuition inflation is much faster than other inflation. And so when we are spending on the right hand, we got to make sure that it's not fueling more inflation on the left hand. So we got to make sure that your education dollars stretch farther than they have in the past. And there are things we need to do to get more transparency so that educators, institutions like this great school of Catholic higher education. I went to Catholic school for 8 years. It's a great education. We want them to compete for your business as a student based on quality, based on outcome, based on affordability. We want that kind of competition works everywhere. My first time in this state was a high school kid skiing Tuckerman's Ravine with my brother. That is a great workout, I'll tell you that. It's pretty windy up there. But when I grew up, education inflation wasn't quite what it is today. It is double-digit in some cases. So we need to attack the root cause of education inflation. That, combined with economic growth, that combined with giving you a debt-free nation, is how, in this generation, we maintain the American legacy of leading the next generation better off.